What's going on? It's Bobby here from Bobby Johnson Fitness, back with another video. It's actually 4 a.m. at the moment that I'm making this video, but you know what? Sleep comes second, content comes first. So here we are. Today's topic is going to be how many days a week should I be working out or should I be exercising? If you're a beginner to intermediate in terms of your exercise experience, well, this is going to be a great video for you if you're not quite sure how many days you should work out. Stick around for this video. I'm going to be telling you exactly how many days a week you should work out depending on your goals and your level of fitness. Now, before we can determine how long you need to be spending in the gym or how many days a week you need to be working out, we first need to know what are your goals. What do you want to get out of your health and fitness regime? Now, if all you want to do is improve your overall health and wellness, I would just say stick to something that you can commit to, because it's no good doing 7 days a week for 1 week and then not working out again for another 6 months. So the first thing we must be is consistent. All right. Once we know what your goals are, well, then we can look at what types of exercise you're actually going to be doing. Because again, the types of exercise are going to determine the amount of times that you're going to be going to the gym. Is it that we're doing cardiovascular exercise and we're just trying to improve our respiratory system, our heart, our lungs, our circulatory system, our overall cardiovascular fitness for sports? Or do we want to improve our muscular endurance? Again, maybe for sports, maybe we do boxing, football, badminton, tennis, and we just want to get better overall cardiovascular fitness and better muscular endurance to help us in the sport that we play. Because in terms of cardiovascular fitness, the more we do, of course, the better, the stronger your heart's going to become. It's the same for muscular endurance. If we do want to improve the muscular endurance, then more is usually better. The same can't be said, though, if we're trying to build muscle. Right? If you're trying to build muscle tissue, a lot of people think the longer you spend in the gym and the more sessions you do in a week, the more effective it's going to be and the more growth you're going to get. But it's not quite true. When it comes to strength training and it comes to hypertrophy or building muscle, muscles only grow at rest. When you go in the gym and you're lifting your weights, especially if you're doing quite intense lifts, you're working in your strength rep range, you're working in your muscle building rep range, 6 to 12 reps or below. If you're working in that sort of range, then you're going to be lifting quite heavy weights. And if you're pushing the muscles to failure quite often, well, that's going to be taking or taxing the muscles quite a lot. So it's going to take quite a lot of recovery first for your muscles to even repair before they've started growing. So remember, muscles don't grow whilst you're working them out. Muscles grow at rest. And if you're never resting, well, the muscles are never growing. All right. So if it is that you're trying to build muscle or build strength, you need to make sure that you're getting enough rest to allow those processes to actually take place. Now, if it is that you want to build some strength or build some muscle, well, let's look at the types of exercises that you might be doing, and then we can talk about how many days a week you could be doing or how you could structure that program throughout the week. Now, if what you're doing is compound exercises, which are exercises usually which recruit more than one muscle group, things like rows, bench presses, squats, deadlifts, all of these things are considered compound movements. They're multi-joint exercises which require multiple muscles to actually make the exercise work. Of course, these exercises do burn more calories because there's more muscle recruitment, but because of the fact there's more muscle recruitment, well, that means it's more taxing on the body, and that means it's going to take longer for your body to recover from these exercises. And when I say isolated lifts, I'm talking about things like bicep curls, tricep kickbacks, leg extensions. So the thing about isolated exercises is, usually it's great. You can really pinpoint the exact muscle that you want to work and you can work it very specifically. But of course, we're not getting as big a calorie burn as we would with the compound lifts. If it is that you're doing compound movements and if you're a beginner to exercise, I would say you could get away with doing 3 sessions a week. You could literally do total body workouts 3 times a week, where you're literally focusing on your big compound lifts, doing things like squats, lunges, pull downs, deadlifts, bench presses, shoulder presses. You could focus on all your compound lifts and you could train that way 3 times per week, maybe on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that really would bring you some good results. We are going to need to take at least 48 hours to rest in between each workout. And that's if you want to get the most out of it. Remember, if you're not resting, then you're not going to grow and you're not going to build any lean muscle tissue. Okay, so make sure you're getting enough rest. Maybe you don't want to do a full body workout. Maybe you want to make it slightly more complex, where you could split your exercise program up. That's where you could do upper body on a Monday, lower body on a Tuesday, maybe rest in between there, take upper body again on a Thursday, lower body on a Friday. So you could literally get away with doing 4 exercise sessions per week, 4 times per week. And if, of course, your exercise was intense enough, if you were incorporating things like progressive overload, you were doing the right amount of sets and reps, then we could actually get some great results from just exercising 4 times per week. And I know that because science tells us that. And of course, I've even tried that myself. When I first started out with exercise, in terms of weight training and resistance training, I was only doing 3 to 4 days per week, and I got some excellent results from it. Now, if you did want to make things a little bit more complex as you go on and you become more experienced, you start moving on to your split routines. This is where you're breaking your sessions up into singular muscle groups or into pairs, such as back and biceps, chest and triceps. Then, of course, we can get away with doing more sessions throughout the week. And you're probably thinking, well, Bobby, I don't want to lift heavy weights. I don't really want to get huge. I'm just trying to stay lean, stay fit, and just keep myself busy. If it comes to something like walking, let's say you want to walk and that's your way of exercising, which is completely fine, but you are going to need to do more of it. If you're doing very low intense forms of exercise, well, there's going to be a much lower calorie burn. You're not going to need as much rest in between each workout, so you could get away with doing that almost every single day if you wanted to, and of course, if you can commit to it. So as you can see, there's no general rule as to how many days a week you should be working out, and there are many variables that are also going to affect the amount of time that you're spending in the gym. Just make sure that whatever you're doing, you've got an exercise program that's specific for you. And of course, make sure that it's something you can stick to and something you're able to stay consistent with, because it's only with consistency you are going to see results. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to be putting out plenty more content over the coming weeks and the coming months. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video, and let me know how many days a week you work out. Thanks again for watching, and of course, I'm going to see you soon.